Let's talk about toys, Brooksy. Do you know a lot about toys? Question 1. What toy consists of a set of magnetic shapes that can be connected to build various 3D structures?
Magnetiles.
Magnetiles is the answer. What did you used to call them when you were younger? Do you remember?
I don't know.
You called them rectiles because you like to build big towers and then you would wreck them. So you call them rectiles. But the real name is magnetiles. Question 2. Which ride-on toy brand is designed to resemble real vehicles and often includes features like working headlights and sounds? They are called Power Wheels. So Power Wheels are those really cool ride-on toys. And some of them have a radio in them or a horn, and you can reverse and go faster and slower. They're so fun. Question 3. Which collectible toy features teeny tiny dolls that come with interchangeable outfits and accessories, often themed around professions and hobbies? Polly Pockets. Yeah, Polly Pockets. They're so teeny. They can fit in your pocket. Grandma does have some of those.
And we do.
Yes, we do. The girls loved Polly Pockets. Question 4. What is the name of the toy car brand that produces miniature die-cast vehicles and tracks?
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. They make the tiny cars and some of those really big loop-de-loop tracks. Question 5. What is the name of the toy that allows children to create and launch foam rockets by jumping onto a launch mechanism?
Stomp rocket.
Stomp rockets. So a stomp rocket is like a foam rocket, and then it has a launch thing that you put the rocket on, and it has a long tube with sort of like kind of looks like a hard whoopee cushion on the end, right? And then you jump on that, and it pushes the air through the tube, and it launches the rocket way into the sky. And sometimes it lands and gets stuck on the roof of your house, which we have done. Question 6. What interactive robotic plush animal toy can recognize and respond to over 100 voice commands? These are called For Real Friends. Have you seen the For Real Friends? There's all kinds of different ones. My niece just got a monkey that had a baby bottle. We used to have a pug named JJ, and he would pop up on his paw or hind legs and he would bark. And there was like a dragon who would roast a marshmallow. There's all kinds of For Real Friends.
I want one.
They're robots who are toys. Question 7. Which crafting kit allows children to create colorful designs by arranging small fusible beads on a pegboard and then ironing them together?
Iron beads.
We call them iron beads. They are technically called perler beads. We love perler beads. What do you like to make with those beads?
Football players.
Football players. You used to make all of the Avengers when you were way into Avengers. We've got a Hulk.
And I made Sonic.
You did make Sonic.
And Ren made Tails.
That's right. We have all kinds of different iron bead guys now.
I'm going to make one today.
Great. I want to see it. This is called What Am I? Animal Edition. Question 1. I can be big or small. I love to play and chase a ball. When you pat me, I wag my tail. I bark when the man comes with the mail. What am I?
You just made it so easy. A dog.
It is a dog. That
You
is
said they
correct.
bark.
Oh, I did say bark. That probably gave it away. Question 2. My famous feature is my nose. It's long and thin like a garden hose. A peanut is my favorite treat. My ears can grow up to 4 feet. Elephant is correct. I don't think an elephant's trunk is quite as small as a garden hose. I think it should say a fire hose. Question 3. I am big and very hairy. The teddy version of me keeps the night from being scary. I hibernate the winter through. Watching my cubs play cheers you up when you are blue.
bears?
You know it is bears. What is your favorite kind of bear?
Brown and black bears?
Brown and black. I think my favorite is polar. Question 4. I swim under the water every day. At SeaWorld, you can watch me play. I am smooth and my skin is gray. My voice is squeaky, some would say. The answer is dolphin. Dolphins are so cute. I love dolphins. Question 5. I am born by hatching from an egg. Polly want a cracker, I often beg. My feathers are colorful and bright. Want to pet me? You just might.
Peacocks.
Peacocks, that's a good guess, but the answer is parrot. So parrots usually say, "What? Polly want a cracker? What?" Peacocks don't talk.
I don't know.
You don't know?
What a peacock is. Oh, yeah. I got a peacock with a parrot.
You thought a peacock was a parrot? I see. Question 6. I live in the desert and it's hot there. My body is covered in brown shaggy hair. There are humps on my back, sometimes 1 or 2. I'm not just for riding, but for carrying things too. Camel. Sally the camel has 1 hump. Sally the camel has
1,000 humps.
1,000 humps. That's too many humps for a camel. So Sally's really bumpy. Boom, 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 boom. Question 7. I run around on my little wheel. Usually at night is when this need I feel. I am small and furry and sleep a lot. In a pet store, I am often bought.
Ham?
Ham?
Nine.
You're such a goof. Hamster is the answer. You're just being silly. Question 1. What number experiment is Stitch? 111, 626, or 939?
111.
The answer is 626. Stitch, whose original name is Experiment 626, is a genetically engineered creation. The number 626 signifies his place in the series of experiments conducted. Each experiment was designed with unique traits and abilities, but Stitch stands out as the most advanced and dangerous. He has superhuman strength, intelligence, and resilience. So he's really smart, he's super strong, and you really can't kill him. So
That's pretty impressive.
626, you go, Stitch. I feel like that kind of rhymes. Question 2. What animal did Lilo think Stitch was?
A dog.
Yeah, she thought he was a dog when he first comes out of, I don't know, I think he comes from outer space and shows up. So he kind of looks like a dog.
No.
What do you think he looks like? I don't know.
A koala.
A koala dog.
Not dog.
Bug?
I don't ever see dog.
Question 3. What planet is Stitch from? Pluto, Miro, or Turo?
Turo.
Turo is the answer. Turo is where Dr. Jumba Jukia, a scientist, created experiment 626. 626 escapes, crash lands on Earth, and then he is adopted by Lilo, and she names him Stitch. Question 4. What color was the car that Stitch picked up and threw?
Yellow.
It was blue. It was a blue Volkswagen Beetle, but they called it a punch buggy. Remember, he has superhuman strength.
Yeah.
So little tiny Stitch could just toss a car. Question 5. What is Lilo's sister's name? I'll give you a hint. It's also the name of a bubble guppy.
Uma.
Her name is Nani. It's a little tricky because Nani is a boy bubble guppy, but her name
I
is
wasn't even thinking that.
her name is Nani. Question 6. Where does most of the movie take place?
Hawaii.
Yes, very good. Lilo lives in Hawaii. We've never been. I would love to go.
I want to go to Hawaii.
Question 7. What does ohana mean? Hello, food, or family?
Family.
It does mean family. What does hello mean in Hawaiian?
Hola. No, I'm just
Nope.
kidding.
It kind of sounds like Ohana and Ola mixed together. Aloha!
Aloha. Oh.
Aloha! Video games. Let's see what you got. Question 1. In Minecraft, which block is needed to craft a nether portal?
Obsidian.
Obsidian is right. Players need a minimum of 10 obsidian blocks to build a portal to the nether dimension, ignited with flint and steel. Question 2. What Nintendo game features Sonic the Hedgehog and all of the characters from the Mario Kingdom competing in Olympic competitions?
Mario and Sonic and Olympic Games.
Mario and Sonic and the Olympic Games is right. And then it does like some big boom, 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 boom drums. What is your favorite Olympic game to play on Mario and Sonic and the Olympic Games?
Rugby.
Rugby sevens, they call it. I like equestrian. I like to ride the horses. I'm very bad at it, but it sure is fun. Question 3. In which game do players assume the role as a crewmate or imposter aboard a spaceship, completing tasks or sabotaging missions?
Among Us.
Among Us. Question 4. Which game features a pink spherical character who can inhale enemies and gain their abilities?
Oh, I don't know.
The answer is Kirby, specifically Kirby and the Forgotten Land. This 3D platformer follows Kirby as he explores a mysterious abandoned civilization, utilizing his signature ability to copy enemy powers. That is a super handy little trick. Like, oh, that guy can teleport? I swallow him and now I can teleport. I like that. Question 5. In Mario Kart, what does the lightning bolt item do to the other racers? It kills them. I don't think so. It shrinks them or slows them down. So you know when somebody
That's in a race.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So when somebody uses the lightning bolt, it kind of flashes the screen and everybody pew 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 shrinks down and then you're a tiny little player and
I love being a tiny little player.
Do you? You like being a
Because then I just run and I just go under people's thingies.
Oh, do you? Interesting. Question 6. Which character hosts fishing tournaments in Animal Crossing New Horizons? CJ, BJ, or RJ?
RJ.
The answer is CJ. CJ is a beaver who hosts seasonal fishing tournaments and buys fish for a higher price. Sounds fun. I like fishing. I would like to go fishing with a beaver. They'd probably be pretty good fishermen.
No, they won't. They would just jump in the water.
Oh, well, that's true. Question 7. How many players can compete in a single match of Stumble Guys? 12, 22, or 32?
32.
32 players is the answer. Each match of Stumble Guys starts with 32 players who compete across several rounds of challenges to be the last one standing. Are you tired? Because this round is about sleep. Question 1, true or false? People can nap with their eyes open.
True.
They can. Some people nap with their eyes open, a condition known as nocturnal lagophthalmos. That is a mouthful, where the eyelids don't fully close during sleep. Question 2. If a person lives to be 70, how many years of their life will they have spent sleeping? 3 years, 13 years, or 23 years?
13 years.
The answer is 23 years. On average, we spend a third of each day sleeping. So if you're 70, you have slept for 23 years of your life. That is so crazy to think of.
What?
Yeah, I wonder how much I have slept. What's 40 divided by 3?
You probably slept 40 divided by 4.
I do love to sleep. 40 divided by 3. I've slept for 13 years. 13 divided by 3. You've slept for about 4 1/3 years. 4 years of your life you've slept. That's crazy. Question 3. Your most vivid dreams happen during the REM cycle of sleep. What does REM stand for? Rapid eye movement, reduced eye molecules, or resting eye muscles?
Rapid eye movement.
Yes, REM is rapid eye movement. During REM sleep, your brain activity increases, similar to when you're awake. Your eyes dart rapidly under closed lids or open ones, and most vivid dreaming occurs while your muscles are temporarily paralyzed to prevent acting out those dreams. That's cool.
That's kind of awesome.
Your brain is so active that your body kind of paralyzes itself just to keep you safe. I know
Or
there's
do
some people
something.
that sleepwalk. Your dad sleepwalks once in a while. I've sleptwalked a couple of times. When the kids are gone, I'll go downstairs and sleep in one of their beds and then wake up and be like, why am I in Quinn's bed? So it has happened to me too. Question 4. How long does it take the average 10-year-old child to fall asleep? 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or 40 minutes?
I thought it was going to be like 20 minutes.
Yes, 20 minutes. The time it takes to fall asleep, also known as sleep latency, is generally considered normal for children to be around 10 to 20 minutes.
Oh, mine is longer than that.
How long does it take for Brooks to fall asleep?
2 minutes.
Like 30 seconds. That kid, when he hits the pillow, he is out. Question 5. What is a common condition that causes a vibrating, rattling, or noisy sound during sleep?
Snoring.
Me, 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 me. Me. Snoring is the answer. Do you snore?
No.
I don't either. Question 6. Is it easier to sleep in warm weather or cool weather?
I'm going to say cool, actually.
Cool is correct. Generally, it is easier to sleep in cooler temperatures as this allows your body to naturally drop its temperature and enter deeper sleep stages more easily. Totally agree. I cannot sleep if it's hot, but if it's nice and cold.
I like it when it's freezing and then the covers are just
Yep, and you can snuggle in. Oh, that's some good sleep. Question 7, true or false? Giraffes can sleep more than 15 hours a day.
True.
It is false. As a prey species that needs to be on constant high alert on the African savanna, giraffes have evolved to sleep for as little as 30 minutes a day, although they can go for longer if needed. So giraffes sleep very little because they are always on alert
How do they function?
as to not get eaten by predators.
That's crazy.
Wild. 30 minutes? I would be a disaster.
I wish I functioned on 30 minutes a day.
I would be an absolute zombie.